Oh, what's that? Anyways, it's 11 a.m. Friday. No, what date are we? We are Thursday. Yes, Thursday, the 20th of March, 2025. I uploaded a previous video. I just keep adding clips, but I'm on my way to Walmart. My workout was okay. Like I've been saying, I learned to kind of back off certain things. Like I ended off with some preacher curls, and the left wrist started hurting a bit. Like I felt some pain, so I didn't push it hard, but I did a little bit to stimulate. And I know I need to recover more. So, but I track it. And then this guy, yeah, big guy, and then he was talking to someone else, and then started talking to me too. He was like, you still doing with your book? Because I write in my book all the time. I'm like, yeah, it's been since 2019. Yeah, my bujo. And then he just started talking. He just wanted to talk to people, which was cool. And we had a good conversation about. It just morphed into like, because I brought up YouTubers, and we're talking about that, and then got into that conversation. Regarding training and stuff like that. So that was cool. Yeah. And I'm on my second dose of caffeine, so that helped my mood also. So that's good. At least I talked to one person, finally, after a couple of years. Anyways, I'm off to Walmart. But first I'm going to go to the grocery store. There's a grocery store in the same mall as the Walmart, because I don't think Walmart sells lettuce and tomatoes. I did not see it. They have refrigerated areas, but I have not seen that. So it's not a Walmart superstore. It's a more raggedy Walmart. So I want to do both. I want to keep adding lettuce or spinach and tomatoes to everything I eat, because I like it and it's so easy. So why am I neglecting it and getting canned food? Well, I'm going to get canned food anyways, but add some more of the lettuce or the greens and the tomatoes. All right, so it's 5:21 p.m. on Friday. Friday, the 21st of March, 2025. I am here at a nuns. It's a residence for older people, but it's basically nuns. And apparently there's no more nuns. Like, this is closing down. Anyways, I was giving a class all day. And I just decided to just film something right quick. It's by the lake. I guess I'll show some scenes after, but it was nice. Fun. Yeah. All right, just a quick look-see. This is where it's facing, right by the lake. Big place. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of closing down. I don't know what it's changing to. But everyone who works here, like nurses and orderlies or assisted living care people, yeah, they got to go elsewhere. And some have been here for like over 30 years, from what I heard. Yeah, I'm trying to figure my way back. I know I had to turn right and then right, because when I came here at like 6:30 in the morning, I mean, the subway ride was easy, but then it was a labyrinth, and I'm like trying to look at Google Maps like every 2 seconds, because it wasn't obvious to me. Wasn't awake yet either, but yeah, I'm gonna try and wing it. You know what I like about this area? It's like it's kind of in the burbs, but just like they built a subway system, so it's developing. But there's a section here that gives that small town feel. You know what I mean? And I love that. But then you see all the buildings there where they're developing, but here they haven't touched it yet. I really like that. It's kind of hidden. Really cool. See, this is weird. There's like nobody when there's someone coming, but it's like rush hour. See, I'm going the wrong direction. I didn't think to check that. I haven't been here. All right, so I'm finally home. It's 6:38 p.m. Still sunny outside. That's why I put sunscreen on. I'm gonna make something to eat. I could not go to the convenience store to get my 2 bags of Doritos, which I would have gotten because I have this big ass heavy bag, and those 2 bags, there was no way I could get into a store and do that, right? So if you want a tip, pro tip, right? But I got pita bread, I got, romaine lettuce or arugula or whatever the spring mix. I have 2 of these, so I'm gonna add that. I didn't bring the tomatoes, so I got the cherry tomatoes in there. Gonna make those pita sandwiches that I liked. I have potatoes, French fried potatoes, but I'm gonna make those pita bread things. And when I was on the subway, I was thinking about, it took me 2 hours. So like we finished at around 4:30. It took me almost an hour to just decompress, watch some YouTube, and get everything organized to leave from the place, which is fine. And walking to the subway, I managed. And that area where I was, where there was no one, that was closer. Had I known, I would have taken that in the morning, but I didn't know, obviously. So I had to wing it, even though I was like going back and forth with Google Maps to see where I am, because I had to know that there was this enclave and to know where the intersection. I had to really go into Google Maps to know where I was, and the little dot was not following properly. So I went the other way, then I went back, and then it was following. So I'm like, I don't know, is it because it's early? I don't know. Anyway, so then I'm home. Oh, I can see they're building some more buildings there. Anyway, so, you know what? I think that's the one that I pointed to in one of the other videos. That's not as high. And then the tall one is further down. You can't see anything of what I'm talking about. But anyways, so, something came into my head. I'm not dwelling on it, but I just wanted to mention it. I remembered another bad situation where I had to go to court. I was suing someone, small claims court, for a contract that I didn't get and whatever. And that was 2008. So I'm like, sometimes these like past hardships come back to me. Anyways, it didn't affect me, but I wanted to mention it. So anyways, so the person who gave me the contract, she was there in the morning. It's kind of cool, but she left after, and I have all this stuff, and I'm just gonna send her the scans that I did, and I kept all this stuff. So, because I'm gonna see her again, so that's cool. But she's kind of like motherly. She's not like the other one who's grandmotherly, who's annoying, but this one is cool. But I mentioned that my month of April is like ridiculous. I haven't even transferred it properly to my Google. I don't have the time yet. When I was on my 2-hour break from the 2 classes today, I ate, of course. They had like condiments, so I put olive oil and some seasoning salt, which I have the seasoning salt, not the Lowry's. Actually, I have a copy of the Lowry's somewhere. I did like Lowry's, but the one that's even better that went so well and that they had is something similar to. Don't tell me I finished it. I thought I had some. I may have finished it. Oh. But anyways, I think it's from here. homegrown here. Anyways, I guess I did finish it. But anyways, that plus the virgin olive oil, the extra virgin olive oil, on top of just basmati rice, it did the trick. It satisfied me, had a good taste. Muy bueno. So then I mentioned that my month of April was ridiculous, and I mentioned that I, did the McGill University nursing 2 days ago. And so they're fun experiences, even though I have to drag the bag everywhere, but that's fine. That's why I go to the gym. It's part of the job. If I can't do it, then it's a problem. Then I'm withering away. But anyways, and she's mentioned, I'm so happy for you, or something, I'm glad you got abundance of work or whatever. And I'm like thinking, But then again, I'm thinking that's good that I have abundance of work, so I can keep it moving and unfuck my life, you know what I mean? So that is a good thing. I have to keep that in mind. Whoa. All right, so it's 11:46 a.m., Saturday the 22nd of March, 2025. I have one dose of caffeine in me. I'm getting ready to go to the gym. I was kind of productive. I mean, moving a little bit forward on the things I need to do. I did my 2022 expenses. I started sidetracking a little bit and downloading all the bills and stuff and keeping them somewhere. But then I stopped myself, to not completely go overboard and then get depressed and then not leave. So I kept things moving, transferred some of my CPR files. I don't feel bad. I woke up naturally, I don't know, around 5 something. I stayed in bed till around 7 something. So it's 11, it's almost noon. I'm watching The Matrix. It's in French because I had ripped this DVD several years ago because there's nothing on YouTube. I'm tired of watching Kill Bill and William Montgomery and all that crap. So I just put that in to play. And then I just been thinking about, this is what I wanted to show you. In the bathroom, it's another habit that I've just kind of done past couple weeks, and it's worked very well because, I've been using this is empty, but it's a 1:10 ratio solution of bleach for disinfecting. Like I'll spray it on my socks, like I wear compression socks, and I'll just, if I reuse them, and I do reuse them, I just spray them with that and let them dry instead of having to wash them all the time, and they're fine. This is a 1 in 5, I think, of Dawn. Although I don't use that as much, I'll use it in the toilet when I have to clean the toilet. I have to clean the toilet again. But this is my sink. And it's pretty effortless. Because when I clean my pits in here, or when I clean after going, Muslim method, and then I'll clean, like I stack that together. When I do my first dookie, as we say, I clean that and then I wash it, so I don't have to wash my hands because they're being washed. Like, it covers a lot of things at one time, so I'm very happy with that habit. That works very well. I'm going to keep that, and I've been keeping that for the past month or so. No, it hasn't been a month yet. But now I'm like, I don't keep anything on the bathroom sink except for that little piece of mirror. I don't buy a new mirror because they always break, so I just keep the slivers and I look at the back of my head. to see how my hair is and whatever. It works fine. But when the whole thing lathers up, and then I just swish that around, and then I just clean the bathroom sink with it. And it's fine. So it's on a daily basis. Bathtub not so much, but I'm gonna do it now before I leave. That's the last thing I'm gonna do. So I'm noticing that I'm doing a lot of different habit changes, and then I'm realizing it's taking long. You know, I've been working on myself like this. Well, more expansively, let's say about 10 years, I guess, but bullet journal since 2019. So that's 6 years, let's say. But I mean, off and on forever, you know. And it's just with the work, with doing also the orderly work that I did, like everything just kind of adds up, and I just kind of, over time, with making an effort, developing better habits, streamlining everything, especially, you know, now that money is gone. Now I'm focusing on working, but balancing it with my life and changing into different money habits. Like my CPR, one of the associations I'm with, I owe for some of the cards that I give to the students for one association. And I didn't pay that yet. Maybe, I don't know, $50, and it's in arrears, like late. I don't want them to shut off the portal because I have to do some classes next month. So I had to transfer money to my pay-as-you-go credit card. So that's my new normal. So I transferred about $100, and it'll take a few days. You know, just like keeping track of everything. And the bottom line is, the more I have the money coming in, the less I have to stall and procrastinate. That's what I learned. So focusing on that, I have to focus on, from now, taking my first responder course, getting into that, and contacting that person I did the children's course with, giving it another attempt. Because he's the only one who's never contacted me back. Not that I need the work right now, but still, just to know. And just to keep all contacts and work myself. I feel like I'm kind of working into that milieu. I got my bag here. Didn't empty the mannequins because there's no point. They were already disinfected at the place I went to yesterday, the nuns place. So just keep that there. And yeah, just I did laundry and it's finished drying. Oh yeah, what I wanted to say is what I learned was, like, if I'm doing like 2-3 days of working and I can't focus on anything else, I'll just focus on the things that are required for work, and then, you know, the basics other than that. But then if I gotta do like my taxes or whatever, finances, laundry, whatever, like I have to focus on sleep, you know, working out too. I seem to have this wealth with the working out now because I like it, that I'm not going every day, and I'm not freaking out over it. But yeah, like today I focused on things that I didn't focus on when I was working, and I don't feel bad about it well, I didn't feel bad about it today. So that's good. So that's an improvement. It's one of the only times that happened. But I feel things starting to change, things starting to hardwire, because I'm feeling more comfortable with work. The money situation, well, at least I don't feel like I have to look for a job. So it's also the excitement or the anticipation of doing the other work. I don't feel like I'm procrastinating. I feel like I can tend to it. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to explain. Well, I got another sex date planned today from the same guy, but we're gonna go to the cheaper place, which means I have to travel. Um, but I'm taking advantage of the weekends that I'm not working, and I think next weekend I'm not working either. But you never know when I get a last minute call. Well, last minute, I mean like a few days in advance. I'm not gonna do last minute. So I'm wearing too much clothing, but whatever. What did I forget? Anyways, I cleaned the toilet, cleaned the kitchen counter. Like, some of the habits are sticking. So I'm happy about that. It takes a long time to unlearn, to unfuck yourself, really. Speaking of which, you know, wearing these crappily repaired shoes, but winter boots, whatever, until they fall off. Yeah, they weren't really seeable. See all that? It's ripped. And on this side, the whole thing's separating. I can't really tell if you can see that. I should take them off, but I'm off to the gym. So, almost at the gym. I have some leftover pancakes, so I'm gonna have a bite as I have more caffeine and, you know, get myself moving. And I was in the subway and I saw these two guys, looked ordinary, and then I saw one person was wearing a cap that said suicide on it. Then I checked the other guy next to him. I said the same thing, and I'm like, and then I saw they were wearing backpacks. One person was, I don't know, had like a yellow bottle, like maybe it was like disinfectant wipes, I don't know. I'm like, okay, he's a little paranoid. But then I noticed the main guy that I was looking at, he had a naloxone. I mean, the brand name is Narcan, but it says naloxone. It's like a little case, and it's like latched onto his backpack strap. Like not inside the bag, but outside. I'm like, oh, is that for you? Because a lot of the people do drugs, they carry that too. But I'm like, no. But then he's wearing that hat. What? Oh, are you like, you know, I don't know how you say that in English. People intervene. I don't know, drug patrollers. I don't know what you want to call. I don't know the word. I don't know what the word is. But I'm thinking, oh, is this like a part-time job you're doing or full-time job? I don't know. But I didn't ask. But I was like, that was kind of cool. I briefly thought about that, you know. I want to know if you found that fun or, you know, esteem building or just another job. I don't know. Anyways.